All right, welcome back. Now I've been joined by a media consultant and expert who holds multiple degrees across the world. I'm talking about policy analyst Dr. Sulaiman Abdullahi. He joins me now to do some justice on the issue of some matters arising, particularly related to the Kogi State situation and the election set to hold in a couple of months. Welcome to the program. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to have you.
Quite interesting. It's a pleasure meeting you.
I'm sorry to expose what we're talking about before the program, but you made mention of something that I think we should start on today, which is that people should be more informed, and be more educated or know what's going on so they can make better decisions and better statements on issues that are happening. I'd just like you to, shed a little more light on that before we go particularly into the topic.
Quite interesting. Today, I'm here in the studio with you. I find it very interesting to inform you that whatever I achieve today as an individual is based on my commitment to education, that is learning. You can't be who you are without learning. Most of my generation today waste most of their time in WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, and those social pages, and that is not where you learn. They have made the conventional way of learning. You must read. But if you don't read, you will know nothing. If you don't read, you know nothing. But the moment you read, you become somebody. Look, let me tell you, the neuroses that works in the brain never get old the more you read. And they are linked to every organ in your body. The moment those neurons in your brain continue to work as you read, you continue to get more mature and you go make more tender. You don't get old. It is only when you stop reading you start getting old. That is why in the developed country today you find most of people above 60, 80s, even above 80, you see them responding to issues correctively, objectively, and progressively. And this is where the data bank of experience where you get the new generation get their experience from. So if today you find most of our elite within the age of 60 even to 70, 50, they don't read. They have perpetually cut themselves from what? From the natural spring of learning, because we have a lot of bestsellers books today in the world, political, in media, in education, wherever you think of. You understand now? Good authors that are philosophical in their thinking and their writing with new hybrid system of what? Of communication. But we are not ready to learn. My brother, today I am telling you, I have over 8 degrees. I have sat for over 500 exams. You understand now? Then tell me, I stand anywhere. If I want to talk, I talk authoritatively. Let me give you an instance before we go in. I was a class teacher in one of the universities. I was taking gender in international relations. One of the students found it so interesting in the topic. Looking at my person, he digressed from what? Gender in international relations. He digressed to what? To the Second World War, how it ended. To his surprise and so amazing, I told him, and I was able to explain to him who actually won the Second World War. It was Russia, and how they won it. When I was passing the information, he thought it was a joke. He went on internet. Directly I was looking at him. He googled and get the rest, and I said, look, I asked him, and he was one of the best student. Is it correct? He said, yes. Yes, sir, you are correct. I said, thank you. I openly declare that whenever I told you I said anything here, if it is you find anything contrary, don't come to me, report to the management. I'm always reading, my brother. Let's go on, please.
On that note now, let's move to Kogi State.
Fine.
From your own analysis, from what you've seen, going on, what do you think is happening in Kogi State? What's the state of things as on the run-up to the elections?
I like the foundation of which we are starting this discussion. Look, let me tell you, the best thing that have happened to Kogi State today, as I'm talking to you, is the coming of Yahaya Bello. How? Since the emergence of Kogi State, the East has been ruling with the support of the what? Of the Kogi Central. The East have been ruling democratically with the help of, with the support of what? Of the Kogi Central. Let me tell you, during the first coming under NRC and SDP, that Abubakar Audu stand, you understand now? What happened when we came from Kwara State? We have tested leadership, governor from Central, when we were in Kwara, that through Adamwata and NPA, that was 1979 to 83. Now let me tell you, when we came, my people, as I told you, look at the influence of Saraki. Then was the party chairman in Kwara State under ANPN. He was very influential, very powerful. As powerful as he is in the state, he is also powerful at the national level. When we have moved to Kogi State, my people now believe that, look, being the party chairman, you'll be more influential and more powerful than the governor. Because single-handedly, Saraki made Ademwata to be the governor. 1983, when Ademwata felt that, look, I am the governor, I want to continue for the second time, and a lot of people instigated and make him to understand, look, you are the executive governor, you can decide, and not Saraki. And Saraki told him, look, I made you who you are, and I'm going to change you. And Saraki brought, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've forgotten his name, was under, he changed him, then, with the deputy governor from Obatemi then, from our side, and he won. You understand now? Adepata lost. My people now thought that, look, being the party chairman was all in all. When we came to Kogi State, Etudaye was a very prominent politician in Kogi State and in Kwara State. He is a super pamsec then. When he came, they all scrambled for the seat of what? Of chairman, neglecting to support A.T. Ahmed for the seat of what? Of the governorship. And they all supported the Prince Abubakar Audu after the primaries. Prince Abubakar emerged as the first executive governor of what? Of Kogi State. Understand now? He took Philip Salau, not Philip Salau, yes, if I'm not mistaken, I've forgotten the first deputy governor's name, from our side. He took him. You understand now? Very responsible elderly man as a deputy. The joining continued. That is the beginning of the joining. You understand now? All throughout the tenure we have for 60 years that the eastern part of Kogi State, the Igaras have ruled, has been with the support of the central, with deputy governor. You understand now? So this is how the joining. These guys, my brothers here, came from Benue State, here from Kwara State, they team up together.
All right, I'm so sorry to cut you out. Just so that we can manage time. What about the issues of violence that we're hearing everywhere? Shootouts, some persons are alleging there's a complicity by some forces. What do you say to that?
Let me tell you.
Is Kogi State peaceful? Is it calm? Is there no level of turmoil?
Let me tell you. You see, people don't want change. Anywhere you have change, there must be crisis. Because not every people appreciate change. If today, Yahaya Bello couldn't even set up a single physical project for people to see in Kogi State. For the fact that power have shifted, you understand now, he has established another different narrative politically in Kogi State. That is enough as a change. Then what are we saying? Now the Okus, Kabanau can come out and also ask for their own share of the cake. That is my turn. Emiloko.
But is Yahaya Bello giving them that?
Let me tell you. Good question. Go and check. In the history of the world, there's nowhere you just give out power on the platter of gold. They must fight and struggle for it. You understand now? Go and check. That is why you take it by revolution, or you take it by democratic principle, or by philosophical principle, you understand now, or by military. So power is not just given out. You understand now? You have to fight for it, and you must give the tone why you need this power. This power have shifted. If the last speaker you mentioned that people have been threatened for this and that, you understand now? I listened to one of your guest speakers. What did he say? He said he wants the power back to the east. No, I said if he is objective and constructive in his statement, you understand now? Why not? We have done 16 years. That, yes, is too much. But notwithstanding, since Central have done 8 years, let's look at Kogi West, the Okuns. You understand now? But I told you, no any governor will just say, look, I will hand over power, you understand now, just on the platter of what? Of good. It's not a cake, a party, cake party, or, you know, a sitting arrangement whereby you just give it out. Let me tell you, and the choice of what Yahaya Bello have done, let me tell you, for the fact that in this country, I will make one example, the relationship between a governor and his deputy that he handed over to turned into what? A serious war for that state. That was one of the prominent states in Kano, in Nigeria. That's in the north, Kano State. Kwankwaso have taken Ganduje as his deputy for 8 years. He spent as a governor. He handed over to Ganduje. Do you know that the relationship turned to something else? It was a game now between cat and rat until Ganduje Kwankwaso proved his mentorship, his leadership, his what? His rooted power politically in Kano State for him to push Ganduje and put Abba Gida Gida that is here today.
Right, Dr. Sulaiman, this is...
So Yahaya Bello has not done anything wrong. We are saying for him to say, look, I want to push somebody there. Let me tell you, for example, one thing there you have to know is that, look, whenever you are leaving a particular sensitive post, you will not like to leave somebody that will not match up with what? With your political idea, with your policy accuracy, and philosophical thought administratively.
What about the issue of democracy? Is it up to Yahaya Bello to decide who comes after him?
Good. You see, democratically, the tenet of principle is for you to give who do you think can manage the situation better if you leave. It's left over for the people to decide. That is why I'm telling you, with the coming of Ododo's project, it has changed Kogi State narrative politically and campaign-wise. Let me tell you, in the last 2 weeks, there is what they call independent campaign organization. Ododo Independent Campaign Organization. That organization has been moving from one local government to the other. A former senator aspirant, HHO, you understand, and also a gubernatorial aspirant, was from in the Kenya. I saw it live with his people having a march, street walk with his people. Thousands of them came out. You understand now? In support of Ododo. It has never happened in the history of Kogi State. You understand now? Then let me tell you. You have a lot of house from house, school from school campaign that people are now holding town hall meeting and meeting villagers head from one constituency to the other to tell people about Kogi State. If you know quite alright, the nature of what? Of Kogi system of politics is a game of cutlass, barrel of guns here and there, you understand now, burning and killing of people. But the narrative have changed.
All right, so that we can quickly move on to another topic. I'd just like you to speak to capacity. The candidates you are seeing, what's your comment on them?
Very good. Look at it. If you look at, in the other aspect of it, we have Murtala Ajaka. You understand now? I was made to understand up to today that I'm speaking to you, Murtala Ajaka cannot present his WAEC certificate. You understand now? So I want people to look at it individually, collectively, and not politically. Look at these people individually. Look, because let me go with let me not deviate. Fine. You look at Ododo. As I'm talking to you, the guy has his HND from Federal Polytechnic Bidda Accounting. He has his BSc from Achievers University or Ondo State. He has his MSc Accounting from Salem University, Kogi State, and he is a fellow Nigerian chartered accountant.
Oh, that's fair enough. But
let's look at. We have also Leke, that is from Kogi.
But it's interesting. You mentioned, I don't know, throughout this Kogi conversation, somehow the PDP candidate is not giving quite enough. I wonder why. You know, why is there no focus on him? You've mentioned about 3 people already.
Yes.
And
let me tell you the issue of Dino Malai.
Yeah.
You see, Dino Malai. There's a program I featured before the election. I said the mistake PDP are doing is for them to be taking Dino Malai as a front liner. You understand now? In the political activities of PDP. Dino Malai, looking at him and his personality and his person, who he is, in every situation you have side attraction. In politics, in campaign organization, you have political side attraction. That is the lack of Dino Malai.
All right, I'm sorry, we just have to end it there. But I'm sorry, I can't let you go yet. We'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll head into another segment of the conversation, and we'll be joined by another guest. Thank you so much. Just a moment. When we return, the program continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back.